Kia ora watu koutou katoa nei rā te mihi ka koutou. Tēnā koutou and welcome to Sky Sport as we bring to you the 2025 New Zealand Rugby League Men's Premiership. It's round one and the action coming to you today from Puketewhero Park in Rotorua as the Lakers from the Bay of Plenty line up against Waikato. What a privilege it is to have your company today, and these two teams will be evenly matched as they head out for the first time this year. Really pleased to be joined by Louis Anderson, who is well known to us in rugby league circles at Te Rangatira. Louis, really need to be able to have a opportunity to commentate today's game, and you've got some connections into the Waikato. Tēnā koe ho, ngami.
Tēnā koe Dale, pleasure to be here with you, sitting alongside a legend. I've heard your voice for many years now, so I'm looking forward to picking your brain and watching you do your thing here. But yeah, I was connected down to Waikato Rugby League many years ago and spent a good period down there playing for Tariwharo.
Tēnā koe. And happy Father's Day. Louis got 7 kids, and big ups to all our dads watching in today and our whānau right across the land. Interesting, the Premiership of 2025, it's structured slightly differently than last year. We've got 2 pools of 5, a north and a south pool, and in the northern pool we have Auckland, Takarana counties, plus Waikato and the Bay of Plenty. Our southern-based pool features Wellington, Canterbury, Aoraki, Otago and Southland. So we've got just over a month of play before the finals come together on October the 12th. And it goes without saying, we're really pleased to have you with us today. The Bay of Plenty squad, coached by Damien White, is with us here. Ricky Collier and Ripia will be our bookends, or Popo, and in the middle's Alan Rika. Matautia, Lepaio and Gamlin, Gamlin I should say, are our second row with Waratana Hartley, and they're looking through the back line, a couple of little late shuffles as Kayla Morgan steps into the centre position, but in jersey number 2, bringing Notorious Huranui onto the wing, and Zaya Senior, who was listed as a centre, now goes to the back and will be playing in the fullback position. Damel Taui and Jaden Corona are down the left edge. Damel, who just so happens to be an F of ours, has had some wonderful form. He's been playing for Makakino. Has notched up a stack of tries in 2025. On the bench, Te Whaiti, Te Tihi o Rotorua Verco, Te Poria Marsh and Justice Waia Allen. The Bay of Plenty team is mixed up some reps out of Taupo, a couple from across in Tauranga Moana, but the bulk of them coming out of the Rotorua scene. And they'll be really keen to do well against Waikato. There's a rivalry stretches back a long time, Louis, between these two squads.
Yeah, always. I mean, no matter where you go around the world, there's always a rivalry between 2 regions that sit next to each other. We call them the cousins usually, the cousins below or in the north, and it always tends to bring the best out of both players, both teams, sorry. So, yeah, looking forward to this one. I think it'll be a hot start. You know, plenty of debutants here, especially for Waikato. So it'll be good to see how they go at this level.
Yeah, and the Waikato squad, of course, just leading through now. Let's go and get some thoughts pre-game. Let's hear from the coaches.
Well, Damien, looking at your own side, what do you want to see from them today?
I just want to see completion with the ball. It's our first hit out, so it'll be really good to see some combinations start happening too before we get further into the comp.
How's your prep been?
As good as it can be. It's hard when we have boys travelling from Turangi and Putaruru and across from Tauranga as well, so you know it's just awesome to get them all here together.
Any new faces that we should be looking out for today?
A couple of new faces, Damel Taui, he'll be one to watch. But across the park, actually, there's a whole lot of debutants, so it'll be really good to see them all get out there and give it a crack.
Awesome. We look forward to it. All the best.
Cheers. Thank you.
Let's have a look now at the Waikato lineup for today. Lance Taikoto, Kaho will be at the front row alongside Muru Hauraki. Keep an eye out for Caleb McLean, Brody Strick as well, 7 and 6 respectively. At the back is West Tahuri, and the bench featuring Tialanga, Kaho Flood and Kyle Koreheke. Let's hear from their coach, Eugene Davis.
Well, Eugene, looking forward to the competition?
Yeah, very much so, mate. Yeah, looking forward to it all year, actually. But yeah, the boys are looking amped and excited for the start of the competition. So yeah, really looking forward to today. Just kick it off, yeah.
How's the squad come together?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, we obviously scanned the talent you know, during the season, and yeah, got us a squad, and then yeah, and those that are sort of available and put their hand up, commitment-wise and gelling connections-wise. Yeah, they've made our side today. So, prepped okay leading up to today. So, yeah, it's been good. Yeah.
What are you expecting from your opposition, Bay of Plenty, today?
Well, I mean, I think we sort of always got this sort of traditional sort of brotherhood rivalry, I guess, and that goes with the coaches too, because my good mate is coaching the other side. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I know they've got a lot of good talent. I sort of know some of the players in there and have watched them over the year, in the Bay of Plenty comp. So, yeah, I know they've got a lot of talent. There's a lot of keenness. I think both sides will be bringing a lot of excitement and keenness just to kick off today, and so I know they'll be strong. They'll be expensive. So looking forward to that. Yeah.
Lovely day, fast track. Looking forward to a good game. All the best.
Yeah, thanks very much. Cheers.
Eugene Davis with us there as we get a glimpse. This is Damel Dowie. He's had a wonderful season playing for the Munga Kino Club, and he'll be one of the go-to men here as Waikato line up against Bay of Plenty. It will be the former. We'll be playing from right to left this afternoon. Puketewhero Park in Rotorua, our venue for this round one clash in the men's premiership. And it's an overcast day in the Sulphur City, but it doesn't appear to be too much wind. And we're looking forward to a fast running game. Chris McLennan is the whistleblower as we get underway. Round one of the New Zealand Rugby League men's premiership. This one trapped at the back for Bay of Plenty. And there'll be a few nerves here, as Louis mentioned, a number of debutants in both squads. So it's stepping up from club football. Louis is always a bit of a challenge, but a real privilege and an honour for some of these guys as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think, when you're used to playing at club level, when you step up and represent your region, it's, it's expected to be another level in terms of intensity and quality, and I'm pretty sure we'll see that today.
Well, the big man in the front row, no doubt setting the platform. We've already seen a decent run from Ricky Collier, working down through the left edge this time around. Waikato, number 20.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go. Here looks like coming out of yardage, Bay of Plenty, they look like they're rolling around to their left and putting it up. Obviously started off the kickoff with a bit of nerves.
Let's see just how this one pans out. Referee McLennan is in the mix, and sadly looks like an injury early on here for the man at the back for Waikato.
Yeah, never good seeing a player go down like that, especially at the start of a game.
Let's have a look. Is this the fullback, West Tahuri? We're back into the action here. Waikato with the football. Of course, our guest in the commentary booth today played for Taniwharau. The winners this year, Ngārawa Wahia, beating Taniwharau in the Premiership in Waikato. But a number of teams from around the district that were one-team clubs, really.
So it was great. I actually went down there to Davies Park in Huntly to watch that final between Ngārawahi and Taniwharau. It was an awesome game. It was good to have the Māori Queen there as well, present watching Taniwharau play. And it was good to see Ngārawahi actually get up on that. Great for rugby league.
Mihana ki te ariki nui. Ngā waihono I te pō, a very special week for the Kuranehana, for the people of Waikato. Once again hosting brilliantly at Tūranga Waiwai Marae. So that they're really fizzing and wanting to do well. Te Queenie Ho. There's Bay of Plenty with the football here. Just heading towards their 40-metre line. Lots of whānau on the sideline supporting these players. Again, the hard work being done this time. It's Corona Ripia with a good carry. Defence always solid in the early exchanges. Bay of Plenty launched this one high. Bit of a tester at the back and nicely taken too by the fullback. A little bit of hot stepping going on as well, West Tahuri.
Yeah, great play here from Taniwharau making his debut today. As you can see there, he's got a bit of agility. So if I was chasing a kick down the field, there, I have to be pretty steady on my feet and expect these stepping hot feet of Western Tahuri.
Yeah, a good confidence booster for Tahuri kicking towards our broadcast side here on the 40-metre line.
Be our first time we see Waikato here coming into good ball as well, to see what they offer up here in attack, see what questions they ask of Bay of Plenty. Should be interesting.
Back to Muri Hauraki. Couple of jerseys in there. I might ask if we can identify. I think there were some late changes. Some of the big guys, maybe 2018. This fella here, moving along to our big men.
Good question. I love seeing these middles tip, being able to tip here. Number 20 there just coming through earlier on.
Brody Strickland.
Yeah, Brody Strickland. That's the one, Brody Strickland there. So I think it's just good to be able to see when a forward not just can carry the ball up nice and strong, but is able to play a bit with his hands, whether it's tipping on or playing out the back.
Crossfield bomb, nicely taken too in the in goal, so they'll get a restart from the 20. Again, we're talking about confidence boosters early on in this clash. Yesterday's results saw the Akarana Counties Monaco game played here in Tamaki Makaurau with a 2010 win by the Counties Monaco Stingrays. What we will have this year, though, Louis, is a north-south final. Quite often it's dominated by Auckland-based teams, that final. Last year's was a one-point victory. So it's going to be really interesting to see who works their way through from the southern pool into the final in 5 weeks' time.
Definitely. I think it's a good idea as well, just because, I mean, the state of the economy these days, just the travelling costs for teams to get places. So I think with that in mind, it's been planned pretty well from NZRL. So, yeah, it'd be good to see one of those, obviously, one of the southern teams come up and play a northern team in a final.
Damau Taui with that play of the ball. He's the angled run and a good defensive play through the middle there for Strick. Bay of Plenty getting themselves in a good field position here. The big men on the roll. Just 7 metres out from the try line, 10 out from the try line now. It's to the right-hand side of the post, and there's your first action. Caleb Lepaio-Gamlin is in for the Bay of Plenty. And some good lead-up work, and I guess it started way back with the good take in the end goal.
Definitely. I think just that point there where they played that ball from when they scored that try, it's about 22 metres in, but it's always a tricky point when you're in defence, whether you put 4 or 3 defenders on that short side. And sure enough, I mean, the Bay of Plenty had 4 attackers there and took the opportunity. Great try, very hard defending your try line there, and a great bump and spin there as Bay of Plenty went over for a try.
Well, Lepaio-Gamlin, he's been playing in the squad for Matautia. I've got maybe the 2 players mixed, so apologies to those whānau. 11 and 12. They do have some shuffled jerseys, obviously. Sometimes it's the first time hit out and they put them on. I think, oh, it's too small.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, you're playing, moving it across.
Hey, it happens. Yeah, great one-on-one there from Matautia. Hard to stop. Big back rower running a good, strong line. The nice bump and spin off there to get over.
Plays in the Taupo competition. 4-0 is your scoreline here. Yeah, good angled run for Bay of Plenty. That'll lift them as well. 5 minutes gone. Plenty of football played at Puketoi Whenua Park over the years. Was the home for a number of the Māori and secondary schools tournaments for some time, but they've grown over the years and now based at the International Stadium. I think the Tamariki tournament, well, that's way too big. And another chance here for Bay of Plenty. The Lakers with the early try here.
Waikato making it a bit hard there. Kick out on the full-off kickoff. Now they're putting Bay of Plenty in a good position here to get into good ball.
There's the left footer. Straight into great field position here to mount another challenge too. For Bay of Plenty. Dowie with a hit up. Shut down on the tackle of 6. Strick. There's your try scorer, Matautia. So the Bay are issuing the challenges at the moment as Alan sends it wide. Numbers down the left edge. 5 is Kelowna. Little look down the short side to it. A dummy to the line. Good finish as well. This time it is Lepoil Gamlin. So the second row is really having a field day early on in this clash between the Bay and Waikato. Good work. Really, Waikato made it difficult for themselves with the poor kickoff. But the Bay of Plenty Lakers certainly have started this game with a hiss and a roar.
Definitely great shape there from Bay of Plenty, shifting out to the left. And then just the awareness there from the player there at dummy half, going short side there. Great awareness there from that back rower. Again, defending that close on your try line, you can't slide. You've got to get up and take those yards off. Awesome effort there from that left back rower.
Well, there's a lot to like about the attitude that they've brought into the game. It's difficult when you're all coming in from various clubs, a few training runs, and trying to get some cohesion and some rhythm. But this has been a superb start for them. 9 gone, 2 quick tries for the Lakers, and a difficult conversion attempt from wide out.
You're right there, Dale. I mean, like, playing in a region like Bay of Plenty where you got people spread out so far, it always becomes one of the challenges is pulling trainings together and getting numbers. So can be a challenge for the coach too to run through some game plan stuff. So far it's working for them.
Wani Tahuri with the conversion attempt. This one drifts across the face of the goalmouth. And there's your try scorer, number 11, Caleb Lepaya Graham. He's had a bit of experience as well. Been in this Bay of Plenty team for a few years now. And that's a great start. Couldn't have been any faster start than the Warriors the other night, though.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
The 9-second drive.
Doesn't come much easier for a prop. I'll tell you that. Fisher Harris would be very happy.
Joining us today, Louis Anderson, long career. Kiwis Warriors, of course, he'll be more familiar with, but plenty of footy over in France as well, Catalan and Warrington. So it's great to have you back home. How long did you spend on the road playing footy, Louis?
Well, I left the Warriors at the end of 2007 and came home about 5 years ago. So spent 8 years in France. It was beautiful, hard place to leave. Great weather, right on the beach there next to Spain. So, but it's good being home.
You speak French now, man?
Oui.
Yeah, good on you. And your kids?
Yes, they used to, not anymore.
No, real Māori now, mate. Real Māori it is back home here. So this time it's Vili Tulahi who has the football. Waikato will be wanting to strike back. 11 minutes gone. Right edge work here now for them as the ball's taken through from Erehe Etuale. Muruhauraki delivering up to Caleb McLean. Good defence from Ripia across the top. But good opportunity here for Waikato to strike back here in round one. Backdoor play to Brody Strick. Keeping it alive out here onto Tulahi. Comes back into the traffic. And the Bay of Plenty defenders come across and close him down. But still inside the 20. This is Tahihohaya Mosen who has the football back to Muruhauraki. Good chance here for Waikato. They need to take advantage. McLean works it out nicely wide. Etuale onto the winger. Back into traffic. Little dummy, a spin, and an opportunity to the try line. Did he get it down? The referee is having a decent look. But it's a turnover to the Bay of Plenty. Still some spirited work from Lee Katoa for the Waikato squad. When it comes to Notorious Hurunui with the football to try and move it away from the danger zone for the Bay of Plenty squad.
Not a bad place to finish for Waikato on that set there. Bay of Plenty coming out of the corner. It's a tough place to run, tough carries. You know, when you're having to carry that ball back into the defence, who's just squeezed up and is waiting for you to run back, it's a tough thing to do. So
good gutsy,
great finish there for Waikato.
Good gutsy carry there that time around too, full of intent. Direction good. The big units making their presence felt. 10 in from the far side of the field. 12 gone, 2 tries, 2 Bay of Plenty Lakers. And again, the drop off on the inside. demanding some attention from the big Waikato forwards. On the boot this time around. Nicely taken at the back again. It's Tahuri. Spinning like a top. Put away on the halfway line. Waikato in possession. Jopita Soti gets in to put his effort in. Good defence as well from Hartley. A slip on the surface there. Good nick. The ground actually at the moment. And a great day and Rotorua for Rugby League. Once again, Vili Tulahi. Te Taonga, Muruhauraki feeding the ball into the hands of Strick. Launches it nicely and looking at the bags, Senior. He'll get hold of that football and some good D across the top here as well, keeping him well contained within his own 10.
Yeah, nice massive hit there. Another good spot to finish on the 10-metre mark there for Waikato. Challenge now is to keep him down there.
Morgan with the play the ball, and there's a foot in that play the ball, and the referee will award the penalty. And fair enough. Never really got a chance to play the ball. There's the number 9 from Waikato. You'll see him as he gets up to play the ball here. Struggling to do so, but in the end, the old tabbity tap.
Not too sure about that one, Dale, or the old, you shoot yourself in the foot there doing that sort of thing, but puts them on the back foot here, Waikato.
Big ups to all of our viewers once again. This is Taui. Mangakino features strongly in this squad. Kia ora to all of our viewers proudly watching from that town. Alan Rika, the distributor. Hitting nicely too. Now that's good angled round and flicking it back on the inside. So they're just stoking it through the middle. This time Ricky Collier gets to his feet quickly. Left edge tester once again.
Good tunnel ball there off Johnson Petty, out to the left.
Well, they're open with a great opportunity to go 3 up here for the Lakers. On to Petty, keeps it alive. Back it comes. This is Stowie. Daymel to ground here. But still the threat exists for Waikato. They really have to shore up their defence here. Some questions are being asked of that defensive line. Taken in the end goal. And Waikato survive. And another lovely effort here from Lee Katoa, who's put away eventually by Hartley.
Good to see Ahula Lee Katoa there. Tani Wharo player. Went and watched them play down in the final. Great player, strong carries too.
I said that you were named second rower of Tani Wharo in their first 70 years. Are you aware of that?
Yes,
that was back in 2015, I think
I
it was,
did hear that and saw that. I only spent a little time at Tani Wharo, but I'm very proud to say that too. It's a very proud club down there in Huntly, and many players have come through there and represented Waikato. Many good players. I was there. I mean, the likes of Hirwini Rangi, Wairangi Kopu, Lance Ohaya. Those are a few names that have come out of that club at Tani Wharo.
I really love visiting Davies Park. You know, it's really old school, isn't it? And Davies Park, the home ground of Waikato Rugby League, and has been for such a long time.
Tell you what, the Rugby League in the Waikato is very impressive. I went down there a couple of years ago when I first got home and watched Ngarawa here in Tani Wharo, and the aftermatch was unreal. The Waiata, the haka, very proud people.
Yeah, it's pretty special there as well. As a kid, I'm sure I watched an Aussie game. Maybe it was against New Zealand Māori where Bob Fulton chipped and regathered. I'm talking way back in the 60s. That's how old I am. But, you know, as a kid, the eyes lit up with the skill of that amazing Australian standoff. Back to the action here at Waikato. They're asking some questions of the BOP defence as well. This time it's Kalavi who carries the football. Just 5 metres out from the try line, and a penalty to boot as well for Waikato. Here's a great opportunity, Louis.
Great opportunity for Waikato here. This is the 3rd time they've been down here in good ball. Be interesting to see what they ask of the Bay of Plenty defence here and where they go.
There's the tap, the carry, once again from Kalavi. Downstairs on the tackle is Senior. As you can see, just a few metres away from the try line, they opt for the right-hand side and they get it to West Tahuri. He too is spun to ground in the tackle of Kelowna. 17 gone, 8-0 scoreline here. Round 1 of the Premiership for 2025. And the tackle had to be made, and it was by Notorious Huranui on the far side of the field. That ball could go anywhere. Into the hands of McLean, alive with Strick. Onto the big man. He come barreling forward towards the line. The tackle is necessary. The double around is slick. And a wonderful finish there for Brody Strick, who's into score for Waikato. Good try, good shape. And some great rhythm on show here for the Waikato squad in this round 1 clash.
Yeah, great bit of skill there from Waikato. Again, putting themselves in a good position. Started off that play with a bit of a wonky pass, but managed to shift it out to the left. And this bit of brilliance here from number 18 with around the back. Got a little offload there. And Mr. Strick just in with a bit of speed into the corner.
What have we got? Do we know anything about Mr. Strick? Where does he hail from? Brody.
Rangariri Storm.
From the Rangariri Storm. Strickland?
Strickland, yeah. Brody Strickland from Rangariri Storm. Place of Tawera Nico, Rangariri. Old club. I think they were called the Eels back then.
Oh, of course they're called the Eels. Yeah, it's a proud club too. He's doing some good work protecting eels at the moment, Tawera. I think he's the co-chair of the New Zealand Endangered Species Board. Tawera, so he's doing some amazing work, particularly around his marae at Ohiniwai, and on the wetlands that he loves so dearly, his duck hunting turf.
Oh, yeah. He's so active, Tawera, too. We're in a little group chat with Tawera, and every day he's posting up and talking about his exercises. Oh, what a great kick, just short of the post.
Might have to whack a couple more wheat picks into that bowl this morning. Of course, a lot of travel for these guys, not as far as some do. We know in the Australian country comps, they travel hours to get to these games with the Bay of Plenty boys, likewise. Number 18 for Waikato, Siwa. Kaho.
Siwa Kaho on debut today, number 18.
He's been good too.
He's been playing awesome footy. Man, like I was saying before, I love seeing a middle that can tip on and pass. Just gives you more option.
8-4. Great to have you with us here on Sky Sport. You know, in the midst of all the heat, the hype of the NRL, it's really good to have also a showing and publicity for this localised competition. New Zealand players banging away at each other and standing proud for their whānau, particularly here on Father's Day. I'm sure a number of these lads would have got some burnt toast for breakfast. What did you get there, Louis?
Well, I actually had pork hock soup.
Oh, were you?
Yes. My partner cooked it up for me. It was actually delicious. So she put that on last night. Very lucky.
Well, I'm hoping for some rendang later when the kids all get together, but they've all got kids of their own, so it's a special day. Kia ora to all our papas watching in today, and of course our mums, our mokos, everyone who loves rugby league. Marcus Tahiwaya Mason with the ball now as Waikato get themselves back into the game big time. McLean gets the offload. That was high. We'll just wait and see what the referee, McLennan, gets to hear from his touch judges. Stay down, they say in the NRL, stay down. Well, Caleb McLean back on the inside for Flood.
Massive set there for Waikato, putting themselves in a great position here.
22 gone, 8-4 scoreline here as Waikato come to the table once again. Let's see if there's a feast on for them. Just 5 metres out from the try line. Quick play, the ball is needed. It's delivered. It's cross field from Uru Hauraki. There's the bomb. Everyone climbs. Is that Notorious once again? Who gets up and takes the ball extremely well.
Oh, the old mousetrap. See that play? Haven't seen that in many years.
Oh, well, that's a feature here, mate. It's a feature in regional rugby league.
Bad Plenty pulling out all the tricks.
Squads go hammer and tong at each other across the top. They come for the slam down to Alo Kalavi. Getting into the mix with Rehi Utuale. Purposeful run this time, halted by Lance Taitoko, the big number 10. Bay of Plenty, the Lakers or the Boppers, call them what you will. Here's the downtowner, that's a good one. Rolls end over end towards touch. Tapped back on the inside by Tahuri. He's having a fine game to the fullback here. Away from the first defender, but he can't get away from the second. Eventually shut down by Huani Tauri.
Old Twinkle Toes Tahuri.
Beautiful run. Little offload. That was smart as well onto Katoa. Beautiful meters here. And Waikato. That was magic work here. Look at this slick offload. Out to his wing, Lee Katoa. They're still with the football. Waikato.
Tell you what, he's got some quads on him, Ahula Le Katoa. They must love the squatting machine. He's got some big thighs there.
So Caleb McLean kicks it. If you've just joined us, you're watching round one of the NZRL Men's Premiership for 25. This is round one. And it's Waikato against Bay of Plenty with their first head out of the Premiership. Kalavi's been bold and tough. We get them into good field positions. Muru Hauraki delivers up again onto the Popo charge. 5 out from the try line. Here's a great opportunity to go back to back here for Waikato. Through the hands, holding it up nicely. Eventually, Taki Hoia, Mosen. Waikato well positioned here. Little feint to the left. Ball pushed out wide. A bit of stepping required. The ball is good around the outside, and the reach out is slick as well. Well, you've been singing the praises of Katoa, Louis Anderson, and for good reason. That was a wonderful finish for Waikato. Conceded 2 tries and get 2 back.
Awesome shift here out to the right. Early ball here to the centre. Jaden Ituale off to Katoa. Showed some great skill there. Good flick pass there from the centre, with Katoa finishing off in the right-hand corner.
Louis Anderson with us today. And, of course, Louis working at the Manorewa Marae. We have a nice little look. He's been great in his distribution role to Taonga Muru Hauraki. Beautiful little offload here. Just around Huranui on the far side. And despite the efforts of the number 7 able to get into the corner. Great response after conceding 2 early tries to Matau Tia and Lepaya Graham. 8 minutes in, and Waikato were looking at 8-0 down. But they certainly fought their way back into the action, levelled up. A tough conversion attempt from wide out on the right-hand side of the field.
Good little swing of momentum there, the back end of that first 25 minutes. We've got Waikato have come back, obviously bringing the game back into 8-all. At the start there, we had Bay of Plenty off to a quick start, but Waikato showing some good fight there.
Tahuri, tough one from wide out. Let's see if he's got his kicking radar on here today. Overcast day from Pukatewhero Park. This one also will drift across the Cowhorns. We're locked up at 8 apiece here. And what is an exciting contest between these 2 evenly matched squads. 27 gone, Bay of Plenty 8, Waikato 8.
He's got some good skill, that number 5, Katoa. He's got good balance. Stood out in the final down Waikato, like I was saying, down at Davies Park. Showed some great skill there to finish off that try.
A couple of little spits on the camera lenses, we can see. There'll be some drizzle there as well. Tell us about your brothers, Louis. What's been happening with them?
Well, my one brother, Fraser, he's a year older than me, finished up in Japan, played 14 years over there, and he stayed over there. Fell in love with a Japanese woman. And my other brother's back in Auckland, came back home 2 years ago, Vinny. So he settled over on the North Shore there.
No, kia ora, Vinny. I know you'll be watching. You can criticise your brother in the privacy of your own home for his commentary skills, but you're always welcome to come and have a dig yourself too, Vinny.
Hopefully he's watching these days. I was a bummer. I thought I would have caught up with him at the old boys round for the Warriors the other week, last week. But unfortunately didn't see him there.
I bumped your old man actually too a few weeks ago, just by accident. And it was lovely to have a corridor with him as well. So kia ora to your papa.
Yeah, the old man, very passionate leaguey, played
yes.
back in the day and got involved with coaching after as well. Spent most of his time in Auckland, but he's up north these days.
No, kia ora, Papa. The Anderson boys came through the East Coast Bay's Barracudas, and the club's gone, bro.
I know,
I
yeah.
know.
They pulled the building down, and unfortunately there's been no home now for all the young players that want to play league over there around Browns Bay. So no home for the Cooters at the moment.
We'll find one, though. I remember one of my special commentary experiences was calling off the roof of the club with Nicky Wright, our former fullback,
Wow.
for the Kiwis. This is back in the day. I mean, it was difficult then to get this sort of coverage, but we were standing on the roof because it gave us a bit of a better view of the play. So here we are again. Waikato already down and asking questions again of the defensive line. This guy's having a whale of a game. West Tahuri. He's been very, very good. Quick play the ball here. Danger time for Bay of Plenty. As Erehi Tuale senses an opportunity. But it's not to be. Not standing straight. And the markers, so they'll get another opportunity. Again, it's the number 3 on the far side, just 5 metres in from touch through McLean. The big men getting their opportunity.
Waikato look like they love to be setting up on that right-hand post there. Liking that shift to the left-hand side, Waikato.
They've got plenty of room out to the left. Are they going to use it this time expansively? Another good carry in. Waikato. Well, confidence is certainly growing. This is a backdoor play against Strickland. He's been good out to Tulahe. Good opportunity here. And a bit of a bobble. And again, it's the scrum's going to pack down here.
Bit unfortunate there for Waikato. Would have been good to see them finish the set down there, but got let off. Plenty got let off the hook.
Well, proud clubs here for that Bay of Plenty squad. We've got Pikiao represented, Papa Moore, Mangakino, of course. Big ups to our whananga, Whangati Pikau. Proud club. And around the Sulphur City, it's the number 14 with the carry here, Boki Te Whaiti. 8 apiece, 9 to play. And the first half, very competitive here as we expected, and what's really a local derby between these two proud regions. Back into the thick of it all, Te Muro Tahi with that carry. Huranui. Well, he's dispatched in a rather awkward way. Bay of Plenty with the football. Bearing in mind the number of tries that the Makakino flyer, Taui, has scored this year. I think it's well over 30. Highest try scorer in the Bay of Plenty comp. He hasn't received too many opportunities in ball. That's him coming up on defence here. On the 40-metre line, Waikato will have it. Great chance for them to drive forward. This carry again through the impressive katoa. Jaden, Etwale. And 14 today, Kaya Koraheke. He's into the distribution role. Vili, Tulahe. Forcing Bay of Plenty defenders to do their work and do it well. Ricky Collier with that tackle. There's the inside ball onto the 17 with a lovely little run. The offload didn't hit the hands of the support player. And fullback Zaya Senior gets it onto notorious Huranui on the far side of the field as the Bay of Plenty take possession.
I was going to say they haven't really troubled Waikato too much coming out of yardage, Bay of Plenty, but they've looked really good when they've been in good ball. The first set they had down there, they shifted the ball twice in good ball, which was really good to see. Johnson Petty there guiding the team around, number 7. Very experienced player.
Taui with a quick play the ball after angling his run. Again, I look down the short side, this time through Petty. Having a good game today, Johnson. Crowd enjoying the action here, no doubt. Back rower Hartley has it and decides to go himself for straight and direct, but for him, just losing the football, the referee says you've dropped it rather than it being raked out. And so an opportunity here for the Bay of Plenty Lakers is squandered in good field position. Let's have another look here. Well, there was certainly a hand on it. Louis.
A hard call there for the ref.
One of your old tricks, Louis Anderson.
Oh, I used to hate that. I would never go for the ball, to be honest.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
Man, I used to hate it if my teammates did too. But a sleight of hand there from a Waikato player. Like I was saying, Bay of Plenty have been looking good and good ball, so bit of a bummer there. We didn't get to see them finish that set off.
Yeah, well, they worked hard to get into good field position. That'll be Waikato, the scrum feed. As you can see, 20 metres out from their own line, taken from the back into the hands of Strickland, who is away again. This guy can go. Anyone in front. That is going to be an 80-metre try. Hand goes into the air, perhaps slightly prematurely. There's a long way to go. But the number 6 again, showing just how good he can be.
Brodie Strickland showing a bit of toe there. Something as a forward you hate to get yourself into space because it really reveals how slow you are. But Strickland here looking good. Enough speed there to finish that off.
So Brodie Strickland, lovely work. As we mentioned, out of the Rangiriri Storm. And of course everyone knows Rangiriri. You can't drive south in the big smoke without going through this proud settlement on the banks of the Waikato River with a rich and sometimes dubious history. But
I've just received a text. I mentioned pork hock soup, bacon hock soup. Got told to get it right.
Yes, I guess so. Was that from Hilda?
Yes.
Yes, you keep him in line there, Hilda. We can't be...
They breed them tough up north, man.
No?
Te Pody.
Well, Hilda certainly knows her way around a footy field. It's nice to know that you can keep us both in check, actually, Hilda. So here's the conversion. This should be more straightforward here for Tahuri. And straight between the sticks. So, scoreline kicks out to 14-8. After that somewhat unexpected try, it was just off the base of the scrum. Strickland threw the dummy and was able to slice through.
Yeah, great reaction there, and you know, like I was saying before, get that one-on-one for that number 6, Brodie Strickland there, and then just to have enough gas, enough toe in him to get to the try line there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, 2 quick tries to the Bay of Plenty. Their last scoring was in the 8th minute. Of course, there's the kick. Deep will have to move that guy's shoulder, who sort of took us out of sight for a moment. I remember one time calling a game of rugby, I think it was at Rest Hills Park, and of course we went down the day before for rugby league, of course, for a recce the day before. When we come back to call the game the next day, they'd set up a tent on the sideline. So from the commentary position, you couldn't see from like about 10 metres out, 10 metres in for about 15 metres. So it was a radio commentary. They had to sort of assume who was carrying the ball there, Louis.
I tell you what, the jersey changing too can make it a challenge as well, eh?
Yeah. Oh, I think the teams, you know, they just... Oh, look at that. He's going for the left foot
Bit
kick.
like your golf, Dale. That.
Oh, that was Army golf. Left, right. Yeah. How do you go all right? You like a game of golf, Louis?
Oh, you know what? I can pick up most sports. At golf, I find very challenging. I don't know if I've had too many injuries and my back's too stiff, but definitely challenge playing golf these days.
No, I think you'd be more suited to like Tour de France stuff. I think you should be the Louis Anderson cyclist.
Et voilà, exactement.
That's the one. I enjoy watching Sky Sports coverage of it. You know, it's really like a guided tour through the hinterlands of France. Beautifully picturesque.
Definitely
and of course,
a beautiful country.
And now I'm an authority on Chateau. Yeah.
Here we go, Bay of Plenty and good ball. This will be interesting to see their shape again. Like I was saying before, their shape and goodwill's been really good.
Well, here we go, short side again. Bay of Plenty, this is a good chance for them as they come surging onto the football, this time through. The number 3, Zaya Senior, was listed in the centres, ended up starting at fullback. The crossfield bomb, where's this one going to eventuate? Just down there in the corner. Reminds me of Carlo Park back in the day, for those who remember. It used to go up and right in the very corner. You'd have to run uphill.
Is that the northeast corner?
Is that right? I think it might have been the northeast corner by the railway tracks. Oh, great memories, Louis. To the Bay. Needing to defend here, Waikato. Up by 14-8. And what's been an entertaining first half of rugby league. Jaden playing the football. Little dummy. Easy 12 metres. To Tikiora Turuaverkos in jersey number 15 for the Bay of Plenty Lakers. He wants to make his presence felt, and this time goes downstairs on the tackle.
Koroheke making his presence felt there, coming in at hooker with a little sneaky run out of dummy half. Always good seeing someone come off the bench and bring a bit of energy.
Tenakwe, Eugene Davis is the man calling the shots here as the left footer. The bounce important. Fortuitous bounce really for the Lakers. It's taken at the back here, 20 metres out from their own line. Thanks for joining in. Plenty of coverage. This compressed 5-week tournament structure. Both men's and women's games, and plenty of them. Here on Sky Sport across the next month and a bit. Lakers with the football, is that going to make its way out?
What would you be thinking here, Dale? Just kick for touch, time's up?
Yeah.
Put a trick play on or what?
No, trick play, absolutely. All the tricks as they come across to the left-hand side, and they come. Bay of Plenty, what have they got in the last few moments of this first half? Have to get rid of the ball. It's popped back, but it's actually cleaned up. And that'll be the end of an entertaining first half. There's the referee, calls the curtain down on that first half. But an interesting and entertaining first half of action here in the local derby as Bay of Plenty and Waikato go head-to-head at Puketewhero Park in Rotorua, round 1 of the New Zealand Rugby League Men's Premiership. It's half-time. Waikato leading Bay of Plenty Lakers 14-8. We'll take a spell and come back, have a look at those first half highlights for you in a moment. You're watching the action here, Rugby League Live on Sky Sport. Kia ora and welcome back, everybody. It's good to have you with us. These are down-home pictures of the boys making their way back onto the field. I think they'll be pretty pleased, Louis Anderson, with their first half effort, both squads. And so they're well positioned to take this game out. Just 6 points in it. And so it's anyone's game as we go into the second 40. What's to like about the attitude both teams have brought to the table today?
Yeah, well, I think first and foremost, I mean, they've gone into the change room. The game's very tight. Both teams have performed well. So, I mean, it's in anybody's game at the moment. Another 40 minutes to go. So, I think both teams would be positive coming out of the changing room. But, yeah, it would be interesting to see how the momentum plays out in the second half. Who
do you think is going to be most important here? I mean, we've already seen Brody Strickland has impacted the game in a good way today. The two second rowers, Kalavi and Tahiwahaya Mason, for Waikato up against Matautia and Lepai Gamlin for the Bay of Plenty. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see who dictates terms here in the second half, round 1 of the NZRL Premiership. And it's now Bay of Plenty playing from right to left from our commentary position. The first carry is always an important one as Kaho takes it forward. He's done some good work so far this afternoon. To the fullback, Tahuri once again gets hold of the ball early. Kicking game, important. As we see, 14 is Kaya Koraheke. He's got the distribution roll, dummy half work here on the halfway line. Waikato leading, but only just. There's a happy man on the far side of the field. Look at him with a cup of coffee. He's got a sausage roll in his face and he's watching the rugby league. I mean, what else can a bloke want for Father's Day? Stuff the socks, I'm going to the footy.
That's a great yardage set there from Waikato, 75 metres.
It's been knocked back. And so, again, another chance for Waikato or the Bay of Plenty. Have to keep their eyes on the prize here. Koraheke through McLean, picking up Flood. He's the ground Flood. Little dive for the line too, and I think he's done enough. Beautiful work. Targeted Kyle Koraheke. Well, their tries that teams don't like conceding. They are coach killers as well, because this build-up here, fairly straightforward as Flood gets close to the line. Look at the 14, just eyeing up his opportunity and then burrows through under the crossbar as well. Fine try for the replacement dummy half.
Yeah, great quick play the ball there from Jaden Flood, and then just again the awareness from Tahiri Koraheke, Tūranga Waiwai, recognising that quick play the ball to come right. We saw a defender of Bay of Plenty change late to the other side of the ruck there, and Koraheke managed to sniff that out and take advantage of that.
Was he run, this young fella? Got the idea there? I think from the Tūranga Waiwai club. And what a week it's been at Tūranga Waiwai this week. Once again, all the best for Father's Day, fellas. As we see that fairly straightforward extras added, 20 points to 8. Well, I'm sure that the Bay of Plenty coach, Damien White, would have warned his players about the importance of starting well in the second half. They certainly started well in the first half, but this time around just took their eye off the ball for a moment, and were made to pay too.
Bay of Plenty here really need to sort of bar up a bit in defence here. I mean, Waikato, we saw then march 75 metres down the field to put themselves in that position to benefit off that kick there at the end of the
Bread and butter try, though, isn't it, for hookers?
Yeah.
Never play cards against a hooker. You know what they're like.
It's very true. Very true. I remember watching an old ex-teammate, ex-warrior, Ian Henderson, end his career, and they watched, they played his highlights of his career, of all the tries he'd scored, and they're all about a metre long from dummy half. Just barge after barge after barge.
Yeah. Well, it's a skill, there's no doubt about it. But defensive lines have to be well aware that this is a tactic, a hooker's tactic.
Carry there.
Always a back rower for you, Louis. You never had the 9 jersey on very often in your career?
Man, to be honest, I debuted for the Kiwis at number 9, and I played my first year at the Warriors in a bit of number 9. Unfortunately, due to injury it was, but you know, you take your opportunity no matter what the position is.
Cowboy, yeah. I tell you, I enjoyed seeing in number 9 was Foz. That was an interesting decision, wasn't it, when Kieran Foran played number 9? Hey.
I actually got to try exactly like that one there from Waikato, where you know, Koraheke was, you know, just barged out a dummy half there for the Kiwis, but it is a good position to be in if you want to sniff a try out.
20 points to 8 tries through Strickland, who's scored a double. Katoa, Tahiri Koraheke for Waikato. Matautea, Lepai Graham, the try scorers for Bay of Plenty, who have the football now and an opportunity to make some inroads. Tackle made there by Erehio Tuale. Drop off on the inside. Ricky Collier this time around gets the move on. He'll play it back to Verco. Distribution roll for him through the back rower. Little short ball to Faiti. Has the ball from the Mangakino club. Holding up the play. This is better. Little mini goosey as well for Jalen Corona, who gets to the 10-metre line. 10 metres in from the broadcast side at Puketewhero. A Collier comes onto the football again in a purposeful run. Well contained though. Good defence from Kaho. Bay of Plenty could do well to score here, and they're a great chance. Holding up the football, can't get it away. It's a late flick, still alive. Down the left edge, to the try line they come rumbling towards it. Looks towards a try, and they touch judges there. You at home, us in the commentary position, saw it just get down. Bay of Plenty supporters celebrate, and that's a good effort too.
I almost thought Johnson Petty went the wrong way there when he came back to the left. Plenty of Waikato defenders there. But great work there from the number 18 of Bay of Plenty to get that try.
This is Huranui, and you can see him just get the ball down on the line there. He's across the line. Thought he was held up there for a moment. But the left winger, Notorious Huranui, is in to score. And that's exactly what was needed here for the Lakers. Notorious has been playing for the Bay of Plenty in the younger grades across the years. Gets his opportunity there and a good finish for the winger. As they all breathe in collectively. So a tough conversion here for Hoani Tahuri. Tahuri from Te Pāmu and Coastlines. First time in the Bay of Plenty squad for the left footer. Be a good one if he can notch this extra. And the wind playing its hand here was always going to be tough. That one never looked likely. 20 points to 12. Round one of the Premiership. And the Bay of Plenty score quickly in the second half. Just exactly what they needed to try. Well deserved from Huranui. He's done some good work as well on the wing for the Lakers. Beautiful day here in the Sulphur City. Been really liking the work of Ricky Collier and Picquiao. They won the reserve grade grand final in 2025 as we see a split here too for the Bay. Great play. Needs a runner, needs a pass, needs a good pass. And that's delivered to Jaden Corona. Wonderful defence though. Brilliant work from Tahuri to pull the flyer down. Corona 12 metres out from the try line onto Lapaya Gamlin. He's nailed in the tackle there over there here. Tuale. Good opportunity here. 15 is Verco. Has a go at the line himself. But the defence by the number 3 for Waikato strong. Still an opportunity for the Lakers. Crossfield numbers on the right-hand side. Bullet pass. There's the floater. Lovely work towards the line though. Still can't get there. Just 3 metres out. Into the hands here of Tahuri. Petty. Harbour Bridge ball. Lovely play. Superb play and a grand finish as well here for Jaden Corona. Back-to-back tries for the Lakers, keeping themselves well and truly in the hunt here this afternoon.
Bay of Plenty water wicked set there. I'll tell you what, Lapaya Gamlin had about 3 or 4 touches in that set, but he's the one that initially made that big breakdown earlier in the field. And just giving that try assist there to that winger, number 5, Jaden Corona.
Well, that's what can happen in rugby league. At a blink of an eye, everything can change around. Jaden Corona, his older brother, Carly, played as well a couple of seasons ago for the Bay of Plenty squad. He too hails from the Mangakino club. We're well represented in the Lakers in 2025. 20-16, we're in for a game here this afternoon. And if you're looking for some fast-flowing and competitive rugby league, you got the ticket here on Sky Sport this afternoon. Again, this is difficult. A stiff breeze, it would seem, coming right to left. So a difficult conversion spot, but a bit of deja vu here for Brady Strickland. Let's see if this one fares better. He'll have to keep the kick low if he's able. This time around, and again that wind's picking it up and carrying it away.
Compensated that pretty well then compared to his last kick.
Indeed. But yeah, it's difficult to keep them low into a breeze like that. You and I were looking for flags or trees waving in the distance, but not to be. It's the beautiful lands of the Taurua region in view from the back. 4 points in it. And great to have you with us here this Father's Day, Sunday afternoon. And that's gone backwards in the, well, I thought backwards in the end goal. Referee thinks otherwise. So they'll be a little disappointed after scoring 2 good tries, and now they go under the crossbar for the restart.
Again, it's those little moments in a game that swing the momentum. I mean, Bay of Plenty there had a massive set out of yardage to score a try. Now they're on the back foot here. Waikato straight into good ball.
So here's the push. 20 points to 16. There's our scoreline here. Oh, well, there's obviously interruption in the play. Bay of Plenty at the back is Hartley. Cahill, quick play the ball onto Jaden Flood, spinning his way towards the line. Danger times here. Having just scored 2, Waikato want to respond in kind. There's the ball over the top. Little bit of a gap too. 3 metres from the try line now. Dummy half work for Waikato. Up the middle. Lakers will have to be on their game here in their defensive qualities. In check. Tahuri delivers up through McLean. Grubber kick. Well contained at the back. And they survive the raid. The Lakers right in front of their posts. Reaching back for it. So they just need to settle things down here. Get to the back end of a kick. Oh, get to the kick at the back end. I should say the set. There's Dowie. Hurunui. Almost thought for a moment that ball was being stripped. Lakers going well at 20 to 16. Left footer downtown. Ah, beautiful take. AFL Styles at the back for Tahuri. To the halfway line. Touch judges getting into shot. But still somewhat of a mystery man. Only got his back. Quick play the ball. Kaya Kuruheke delivers up, purposeful run with some intent and some sting this time as Waikato continue to build. This time it's Tulahe. He's wrestled to ground under the tackle here for the Bay of Plenty. Now that ball was supposed to be going back on the inside.
Great pass to Petty Johnson, unfortunately on the wrong side. Bay of Plenty will be grateful for that there. Hopefully get a big set here in yardage to get them down the other end of the field.
Well, they just need to control the pace of the game, the field position, and start thinking very clearly about what is needed here.
It's that point of the game, mate, Dale, where you start to see the fatigue start to set in. Players start making, making a little bit of errors and decisions aren't as great.
Was that a knock-on? That's how the referee saw it. 2016. Oh, yeah, tough one too for the 9.
The old hamstring stretch, that one.
You do the hard work and then lapses of concentration can just put yourself under pressure unnecessarily. That's where some experience in game management really come to the fore.
You did right there. Exactly those moments where you start to see, both teams are tired, so it's just a lack of concentration that can make the difference.
You carry the 9, is rolled on. Cahill, left edge. Bay of Plenty will find themselves under pressure here as Waratana Hartley gets into the defensive work, 15 metres out from the try line through the hands. McLean holding up. Big 23's had a good contribution as well for Waikato. So's this man. Onto the boot. They're trying to thread the needle here. It's taken into the arms of Bokiti Whaiti.
Just having a look there, we've got 11 debutants for Waikato.
What a good try that was. Now that took some work. We'll have another look. There's work to be done when your try scorer took receipt of it. That's Brody Strickland again, is it? Let me just check that number. Have a look here. Well, the ball just got jarred loose. And some spinning as well. Try number 3 for Strickland. Well, they'll have reason to celebrate on the bus ride home this afternoon, no doubt about that. Continues to impress for Waikato. Strickland. Well, there'll be plenty of eels at home in the pot tonight for the Rangi player, Brody Strickland. Gets himself a hat-trick. And a pretty fresh cut yesterday, I would suggest as well.
Tell you what, there's some funky haircuts going around these days. Hey, good mullets and rat's tails and horse tails and all sorts.
Yeah, there's some grey haircuts have been emerging in my barbers as well.
I got mine cut out this morning.
Did you really?
They said, what haircut do you want? I said, just cut the greys out.
Oh, no. A distinguished look awaits you, Mr. Anderson. Great to have Louis Anderson with us if you've just joined in commentary today. And the conversion is sweet. 10-point split. After that, try number 3 for Strickland here in round 1 of the Premiership. Plenty of time left. 23 minutes to play. So we saw back-to-back tries at the start of the second half here for the Lakers. So they know that they can do it. And one of our supporters has found his way to the sideline microphone by the sound of things there. We've heard some strange things, Louis, over the years, especially when kids get hold of those microphones sideline as the ball's been raked. A lot of pointing going on. Both sides accuse each other of the faux pas. Well, the Warriors have a huge challenge ahead. I was watching Penrith last night, and of course, young Nathan Cleary will be coming to town. They're in a nice patch of form, but some of these teams are really starting to fizz. But a difficult month and a half for the Warriors. We don't want to get down on them too much too, because they've had to alter so often for injuries and the like. But it's going to be a real test. It's going to be a huge game too. We know they're capable, the home team, but the Penrith Panthers, of course, looking for an unprecedented 5th title. And if anyone could go all the way from the back part of the top 8, it's them. Really looking forward to that game. Your thoughts, Louis?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Warriors have had a bit of struggle with form over the last few weeks. Flood. Oh, here we go. Great break here from
Jaden Flood once again. He's been good today, Jaden Flood. And maybe we'll get back to that thought in a moment. Or just stay with the action. Ref wants to call it back. There's a great run from Jaden Flood. Down the short side they come, though. Always dangerous. You mentioned fatigue might be setting in. Nicely taken. And Bay of Plenty survived that raid. Yeah, some thoughts on what's ahead for the Warriors, Louis?
Yeah, definitely going to be a great lot of finals footy coming up. We've seen the performances of Canberra, the Bulldogs, Storm, all hitting really good form at the moment. We know the Warriors have struggled a little bit in that area. They've played the last 3 or 4 games, teams out of the top 8, but you know, always backing my team, the Wars. So hopefully they do well against Penrith.
Yes, I hope they do too. They're capable. They've done it before. I wouldn't be advising drinking toilet water, though, prior to the game, but there's been plenty of talk about that.
I heard it helps recovery.
Oh, does it really? there we go.
A bit of a story coming out of the Broncos there with Reece Walsh.
Oh, he had a game though, didn't he? Gee, he had a game against Melbourne. And of course, one of our favourite players, of course, Jarome, with the Kiwi campaign just around the corner as well. So we know Melbourne never to be ruled out either. This is some hot stepping and some fine running again from Katoa. Being good. 26-16 scoreline inside the last quarter. And this round one clash, the local derby, Waikato Bay of Plenty. The little drop off, lovely work again. Kaho with the football and deserving of a 4-pointer. Had a big game, the big man. And the run to the line too. Needed some work, needed some drive. Post-contact meters were his. Let's have another look here. Because if anyone deserves a try today, it's the big guys who've done so well here for Waikato. Good run.
Hard to stop a big boy like that, especially when he goes so low, close to the line. Hard to get under him and get under that ball there.
Yeah, good work.
Always happy for the big men getting tries. They don't happen too often. As we saw James Fisher-Harris on the weekend, scored a try in 8 seconds there for the Wars. Straight off kickoff.
Oh,
maybe the fastest try in history.
You can't. Listen, I heard it was 9. How come it's 8 today?
8.45.
Oh, cut it out, Louie.
As the years go on, it'll get quicker and quicker.
Yeah,
You know how it goes.
Did you see the 7-second try that was scored in 2025?
There you go, exactly.
Hey, could we have a repeat of that, please? It just does not happen very often. Unbelievable. Yes, please. Oh, we can't have a replay? You know, it doesn't happen very often, does it?
He just went left, didn't it?
No? Okay, then
Someone moved the post.
Somebody's moved the posts, all right? 30 points to 16. Look, out of respect to the kicker, we're not going to show the replay. Here's the kickoff, 30-16. And they've put it out on the full. So you'll go a long way to see that, eh? The missed conversion from the front and the kick into touch from the restart. All within 7 seconds.
Yeah, that hurts.
Oh, it might be 7.4 seconds.
7.4 seconds. That's the second kick we've seen actually off kickoff going that way, go out on the full. So it must be a bit of breeze down there. Bit of wind blowing, you'd hope.
Yeah, certainly there is. But, you know, you've got to factor things in, don't you? The Lakers have got work to do, and so they have to be more focused, I guess. Might be one way to explain it. Across the top goes Ricky Collier. Waikato getting themselves set. They'll be feeling pretty good about where they're at here. With 17 to play. Up by 14. Here in round one of the Premiership. Through the hands, it's McLean. Back on the inside for Tai Toko. Lance Tai Toko. Quick play the ball. Left edge, oh, well, that's just a fundamental blue. And he holds the ball to his head saying, could have done better. Well, he's done pretty good with 3 tries already. Strickland.
It's definitely been one of the top performers of today.
Yeah, without doubt.
Very well at number 6.
The Bay of Plenty scored bang, bang, straight after the halftime break. They need to do it again to keep themselves in the hunt. Was that football out to Huranui? Notorious Huranui. As you can see there,
from Viliame.
Shunt from Corona. Good carry. Matautia. Vuko delivers up to 17. Justice Waiala. First year in the squad for the Lakers. Justice. Collier again. That's the sort of angled run that the big man need to provide a good platform, foundational stepping stone, call it what you will. Wide we come this time to Corona back on the inside. Oh, Corona was, I thought, grasped, but it's still the last tackle, and a kick into the in goal where it is taken, and Huranui is able to wrap up Katoa in the end goal. So ultimately, a bit of reward here for the Bay of Plenty Lakers, and they'll get the ball back from the kick underneath the crossbar, the restart.
Yeah, great set from Bay of Plenty. Needed something like that to happen. As the time goes on, they needed to stay in the game here, so 30-16. Great play, get a repeat set here, get another chance to attack the line and hopefully score a try.
You know, the wide balls seem like some sensible play as Verco continues to try his best. Ultimately turns into a really fine and beautifully weighted kick into the end goal. Back with a full set at their disposal, the Lakers. Here comes Collier again, charging forward. He's really having a go to Collier, hats off to him. Back it comes to, this time, Matautia. It'll really help them too if they're able to get across the line here. Bay of Plenty well positioned to do just that. There's the dummy. Getting the ball away to Huranui, late. Still alive, Bay of Plenty. Again, this time's Matautia. And it's the last tackle by the looks of things as the referee McLennan puts his hands up, looking to thread the needle again this time around. It's the intercept down the left edge. And the long range run is on. Fullback comes in to try and shut down the run here for Waikato. He's still got the football. And he is cut down eventually. And the tackle of Morgan, but still alive, into the hands of Tahuri. Comes back against the grain, Tahuri. Pulled down inside the 20-metre line. Good opportunity here as Muru Hauraki back into the mix. Sends it through the hands. It's McLean. Now Strickland who holds it up nicely. Flood gets a touch on the football. That's a good try. A wonderful finish for Tulahe, who's in the score for Waikato. They kick out the lead again too. But there was a long-range run that set it up for them. And ultimately, it's finished off in the corner. Good team try for Waikato. And a lovely finish there for Vili Tulahe. I guess the intercept really got it started though, Louis Anderson.
Definitely great positioning there from Mahulolei Katoa. There was a 2-on-1 on his wing there and managed to put himself in a position to snatch the pass. And Viliame Tulahi finishing it off on debut today as well.
Well, it's good to see Viliame Tulahi as the boys come together. We'll be thinking, well, we should have this one sewn up. But the intercept really against the run of play down the other end where a Bay of Plenty were striving to get across that line. Couldn't make it happen. And as can often be the case when you're trying to force a pass. Just a little loose, and seizing upon the opportunity was Waikato. Thought he might have gone all the way. But it was a credit to the cover defence to shut him down about 30 out. Quick play the ball across to the left. And of course, ultimately, the benefactor there was William Tulahe. A little bit of support from Tawhiri Mate from wide out for this one. And that one is waved away. Thanks for joining us today. The action coming to you from Puka Te Whero Park. And this is round one of the New Zealand Men's Premiership. 34-16 scoreline here. Waikato in control. Big ups to our women's squads as well. 16s playing off Auckland, Akarana, Counties, Waikato, Wellington and Canterbury. And they'll play each other for a top two finish in the final of the competition, compressed into about a 5-week format. Still very challenging for all teams involved. There's the kickoff, holding up in the wind, taken at the back by West. Tahuri's been one of the best today here for Waikato.
That one would have hurt for Bay of Plenty, just taking it out of reach there. Waikato, taking it out of reach of their hands.
Just over 10 minutes to play. Nice little start, pushing their way forward. Onto the halfway line, getting a bit of a roll on now as Te Ohaya Mosen gets them into good field position. About sort of kind at the back this time around for Zaya Senior. The Magakino player, quick play the ball onto Huranui. He can hold his head up high. Had a good run after playing a lot of footy for the Lakers in the junior grades. Both teams played the game in good spirit, but nothing untoward as Corona Ripia gets another opportunity with ball in hand. This time heading towards the halfway line, comes up 5 short. And the Lakers will kick the touch. And kicking right across field into our broadcast side of Puka Te Whenua Park. Again, just another couple of droplets of rain, as you can see on the camera lens. It's nothing at this stage to really trouble either team. 9 to play, Lakers with possession through Caleb. Napai Gamlin, he's wrapped up. Of course, they know they've got their work cut out too, because Akarana counties and Auckland all have the luxury of a stronger club comp to draw from. As we see Ripia once again taking them into the zone that they need to be at, the Lakers. They scored 2 quick tries at the start of the first and second halves. So they know they're capable when they get into the try-scoring zone. Verco holding it up now and out wide. That's the long ball, just couldn't be handled out there by Caleb Morgan. I think it was on the far side. To the fullback, Tahuri. Those of you watching in the Waikato will be pretty pleased with what's going on. Of course, Waikato women will also feature in the women's Premiership as well. Beautiful little offload from the 23Gs. Had some strong work and looking good today. Kaho, a little spin. And Collier with the back slam WWF styles. He's into it again too. Clever work here from Soti from the Waikato. They look like they've got some more points in them, Waikato. Bay of Plenty looking tremendously fatigued as the inside ball makes it 4 for Brody Strickland. Johnny on the spot. And what a great game he's played today. He's just been everywhere, the standoff. And it's not often you get 4 tries in a representative match. But that's one that he can notch up and be proud of for the rest of his days.
Great performance. Look at Strickland there putting himself in that picture by pushing up the middle of the park. He's definitely, you know, just put himself in the right spot at the right time. It's good when coaches emphasise that push up the middle like that, you know, to receive those little breaks. Strickland 4 tries in. Rangariri's be going off tonight.
How do they do it there?
They got a pub there?
Yeah, they have. It's an age-old.
That one on the highway, right?
Yeah, on the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know where these guys will meet up, but no doubt there'll be a bit of sing-song going on the bus home later this afternoon. Really pleased to have you with us here on Sky Sport. Hope you enjoy this localised rugby league. And from wide out, kicking has really been challenging. 38-16. It's really pushed out with 3 quick tries here after the restart in the second half. Now that's a good kick. That time it does raise the flags and deserves some comments, bearing in mind the one before it seemed pretty straightforward and didn't get there. But that time, no problemo.
Good adjustment there from Twinkle Toes. Tahuri putting it between the sticks.
Yeah. Old West, Tahuri, there's your man. Man of the moment, really, with 4 tries today. Brody Strickland.
Both on debut, Tahuri and Strickland.
Very
Both good,
cool.
strong performances as well.
No, we'll big ups to Eugene Davis, his selecting panel as well, who saw their merits and invited them into the fold. This guy's had a whale of a game too. Really strong contribution. No doubt about it. Is there another try in Waikato? Will the Bay of Plenty get hold of the football and be able to do something themselves? Flood's been good also. Long-time contributor, Flood.
Strong player there from Ngaruahia. Flood had a great final as well down at Davies Park. As we can see up the middle of the park, a bit of fatigue setting in. Some
Yes.
players starting to slip off the tackles.
That's what happens though. Louis, great to have Louis Anderson in the chair today in commentary position. You enjoy it, Louis?
Yeah, I do. It's
Watching footy and
definitely something new, something different, but pretty cool to share what you see, you know, from this perspective.
yeah, it's different, isn't it? But you know, as rugby league supporters, you know, we value this level of experience that you provide when you assess and comment on games. Haven't been there and done that. I didn't put down how many top flight games you played, but it was getting up close to 200 or 300, wasn't it? How many?
Yeah, I think top grade games have played over 300, played over 100 at Warrington and over 100 at Catalans, and
Yeah,
a few tests in there, and that's been a great journey. I'm grateful for.
cowboy. And kids, if you're listening to Dad today, you know what he wants. He's after that Papa hug that he's always, you know, that's all the boys really want when it all comes down to it. Just a bit of a hug and just do everything that he says. That's all we
That's
want.
all he
eh?
asks.
That's all he asks. That's not much.
Gamblin getting a penalty there. He's been playing well today for Bay of Plenty, that back rower, back row.
Hey, listen, this, you know, they'll look at the scoreboard and think, look, we could have done better. But as a first hit out, not too bad at all from both teams. They'll need to be better next time around, though, because they'll be coming up against these Auckland squads, counties, Akarana, Auckland. And this guy, he deserves a try, Ricky Collier. I really enjoyed watching him cart the ball forward. What about this time? Almost. Deadly defence on the line for Waikato as well. Lovely work from Tahuri at the back there. This time giving it some space. And the defence here from Waikato. E peko e tariwha. Yes, there is a tackling tariwha at every corner, it would seem, here today. 5 out from the try line and a couple of minutes to go in this intriguing contest. Threading the needle to the end goal, but it's taken there by Kato, and once again showing his fleet-footed skill set. A little bit of a shimmy. He's as slippery as a rangiriri eel. And away goes the 3. Werehi Tuale. Oh, a slicing run. And eventually shut down by Caleb. And jersey number 11 for the Bay. The Lakers were just running through it. It was Bay of Plenty who scored in the 5th and 8th minute to take an 8-0 lead. And then the first of 2 tries in that first half to Strickland. And it's still alive. And the referee's now deemed a knock-on. 14-8 at the half-time break with 2 tries to Strickland. And then Tahiri Koreheke got in soon after the break for Waikato, 20 points to 8. 2 quick tries to Bay of Plenty. At one stage with 2016, but then Strickland with the first of his double in the second half as well, followed by Kawa. Then Strickland to get 4 tries. It sees us with a big scoreline of 40-16. But still, it's been entertaining. And as I say, credit to the squads. It's been played in good spirit, no rough stuff. Everyone very mindful. There's a long way to go here.
Go 1.
The big number 11 again. Look at that post. We might have to get Honehike's axe and get rid of that post at one stage, I think. There's the hooter in the background. Hope you enjoyed the action. Oh, there might be something to finish it off. There will be something to finish it off. And a try there for Viliame Tulahi puts the icing on the cake for what's been a wonderful effort here for Waikato. 44-16. And there's still a kick to come. So a few moments as well, even though the hooter has sounded in the background. Solid second half performance, 14-8 scoreline for Waikato at half time. They've really kicked away 30 points for them scoring, conceding a couple of tries admittedly. But with a kick to come, the final score will be known in just a moment. But a solid start for the Premiership today from the boys from down the Riverland.
Definitely, I think Waikato will be very proud of that performance. A few of those debutants too managing to score tries. Viliame Tulahi getting his second try there. Not a bad debut for the young fella. Also, we had Siua Gaho getting a try. Good way to finish for the boys from the Waikato.
Yeah, good work.
Been a big week down there. Dale,
It's
Waikato.
been a wonderful celebratory week. We touched on it at the start of our broadcast. And for those who call the Waikato home, it's a very special week to host the Kura Nehana and have a first address from Tariki Ngawa Honui Te Pō. And big ups to all who made it such a memorable occasion at Tūlanga Waiwai this weekend. Here is the final kick for a wide out, and it's waved away. And so the scoreline here, once again, reflecting well on the Waikato squad. A solid hit out in round one of the Premiership. They take it out. Waikato 44, Bay of Plenty 16. Well, it's great to have you with us here this afternoon. What stands out mostly for you, Louis, as we await a bit of a chance to have a look at the highlights as they roll through here this afternoon. This is how it started in the second half. Oh, sorry, this is the first half action. Bay of Plenty, of course. And the tries came. That was Strickland. And with the tackle, Matautia. This is followed up by nice work from Repai Graham down the left edge to 8-0. And then the rest of the scoring in that first half was all Waikato. Strickland with this try, the first of his 4 this afternoon as he follows through. And the pop pass is slick as well. Katoa had a good game also. This will be his try coming up in a moment. Plenty of nice work here. Katoa had a good game. And round the outside with a nice put down.
Yeah, Strickland there with an outstanding performance. We saw his hand in a few of the tries, but also some good solo efforts there. Here he is on a massive break. Like I mentioned before, just had enough toe in him to get across the line there and finish that off. Very, very proud of his debut today. Not many people debut at this level and get 4 tries. So, as we said, the Rangariri pub will be going off tonight. And
there's the start of the second half now. And we can see here Tahere who slid in underneath the defenders close to the line. But Bay of Plenty weren't done as Huranui was able to score here. A pop pass back, and just keep an eye on the 18 here. Gets hold of the football, gets over the line, and then almost sneakily got the ball down onto the chalk as well. So congratulations. Then it was Kelowna's turn after we see some good lead-up work from the Lakers, the rainbow ball, and a lovely finish there. But then all the try scoring came from the Waikato squad, starting off once again with try number 3 for Strickland.
Yeah, another great try there from Strickland. Good effort. Here we've got a great offload there from the middle of Waikato, middle prop there. To Gaho, managed to get across the line, get nice and low. Hard to stop a big boy from that position. Again, watching Strickland here. Good pass out wide. Nice early ball to number 4, Viliame Tulahi on debut.
Last roll of the dice.
Great support there from Strickland to finish off his his 4th try of his debut.
Still here once again into score. So a big result and a great win there for Waikato in this local derby. I think these young fellas are just warming down. We might get a chance to get some reactions from the team members. Let's go sideline now with Fred.
Well, mate, tough afternoon. You know, good in patches, but in the end, just couldn't stay with them.
Yeah, I thought we started real well. It's just any game of footy, you can't be playing for 20 minutes. Sort of hurts when we're making errors and get out sets and sort of stuff, making it hard on ourselves. So we'll get back to training and work on it. It don't get any easier from here on out, so got to fix it pretty quick.
Yeah, because you started both halves really well, you know, a couple of tries early on. But then, as you say, just errors, guys falling off tackles and basically just fumbling the ball, you know, and that makes it hard to get a roll on it.
Yeah, that's it, bro. You know, no one likes playing footy on the back foot all game. So when we were getting the ball, there was no gas left in the tank. So compounding sets sort of hurts every team. So like I said, it doesn't get any easier. So we need to fix it pretty quickly.
Those are the main work-ons, mate. Just keeping more possession.
Yeah, and I think numbers and tackles, like you said, they were rolling the ruck pretty well. Their big boys were hard to handle, and we're only getting 2 in the tackle sort of thing. So we'll get to training and work on getting those 3 or 4 in and trying to slow that ruck down a little bit earlier.
As you say, it gets tough from here, but all the best, mate.
Yeah, I think hopefully we win against the bye next week.
Brilliant. Good luck.
Yeah, good one too for Caleb. You know, hearty performance, no doubt about it, but they know what's ahead. The Auckland-based teams are dominant in this competition for good reason, but they went out and did their best today. They can be better, that's what he's saying, but he's also realistic in what's ahead for them. Well, let's go and hear from the Waikato skip as well. Sideline once again with Fred.
Caleb. Well, Caleb, good game, and in the end, a bit of a blowout for you.
Yeah, well, I think that's what this competition's about, fitness and putting effort into all these games. Like the bro said, it's not going to get easier than this, so we'll just go back to Tuesday, work on what we can control.
Bay of Plenty, they hit you early on both halves, you know. How pleased were you with the response, though?
Well, give it up to Bay of Plenty. That's always a good battle coming over here. We knew that they were going to come out tough and roaring. Eugene, our coach, he just told us to weather the storm. Hey, storms never last. So, yeah, that's what Waikato done today.
Got some good mileage out of your left edge today.
Yeah, well, like our halfback, he's a bit of a utility. So, he, their left side, they're fit. They just roll down, and it makes our job as a team easier.
And how is the team coming together this season?
Yeah, doing good. We've had a couple of weeks of training. It's actually a new team this year, so a few debutants. I think we had 10 debutants, so it's good for them to feel this level of rugby league. But yeah,
Good day, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
44-16 and some insightful post-match questions from the wonderful Fred De Jong down in Puketewhero Park. Well, I hope you enjoyed the action today, friends. We've got more coming across the next month. Local footy at its best, and big ups to all who were part of our coverage today. Thanks so much for tuning in, and wishing you well. Hope you'll continue to support the men's and women's premierships across the next month or so here on Sky Sport. Big ups to all of our dads too, and a pleasure to work alongside the wonderful Mr. Anderson, Louis Anderson. Nei la te mihi e te whānau kia ore o manaki tanga me te tautoko tēnei kaupapa. Wishing you well for Father's Day 2025. Big victory this afternoon, 44-16. Waikato winners over Bay of Plenty from Puketewhero Park. We wish you well and look forward to your company next time right here in the home of Rugby League and NZ, Sky Sport.